Hello, this is the Daily Forex Report for September 29th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed down today. Overall, if you back out a little bit, let's go ahead and do that real quick. You can see we've been kind of moving sideways with a slight bias to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 84.46, possibly as low as 82.97. Look for some resistance around 84.10 and look for some support around 83.31. Now looking at the Euro-USD pair, this pair continues to move to the upside. Bias is up. It's moving up. Look for it to potentially hit some resistance around 136.50, possibly hitting some support to the downside at 1.3505. Now the pound-US dollar pair has created an inside bar. It closed down. It looks like it's pulling back before maybe another surge to the upside. Definitely look for this pair to potentially go as high as 159.56, possibly as low as 156.82. Look for some resistance around 158.95 and look for some support around 157.25. Okay, now the US Swiss. This pair continues to move to the downside. Did pull back a little bit today, closed up by just a little bit. Definitely looking for it to still move to the downside. Potentially, if we get a reversal, moving up to 0.9871, possibly moving down to 0.9665. Look for some resistance around 0.9815 and look for some support around 0.9725. Okay, now as far as news analysis go, we have the German unemployment change being released for the euro at 3:55 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that it's moved from negative 17K to negative 20K. We also have the Canadian gross domestic product being released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time for July rather. Consensus on that is that it slipped a little bit from 0.2% to negative 0.1%. We're also showing year to date, actually this is the U.S. gross domestic product for the second quarter. They're showing a move up from 1.6% to 1.8%, and that's being released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Now let's take a look at the pound-US dollar pair. This particular pair has created an inside bar right here. Reason it's an inside bar is its high is lower than the previous bars and its low is higher than the previous bars. It's literally inside of the range there. Now what we need to do to look for a potential breakout, we just need to tag the high and the low and look for a potential move in either direction. Now to the upside, it's pretty clear where we're going to hit some previous areas of resistance, making this move about a 69.70 pip move from 158.93 up to 159.63. To the downside, we need to look for this pair to move down, potentially into about this area. This particular move to the downside would be roughly about an 80 pip move, 70 pip move. Let me zoom in a little bit and we can get a little bit clearer vision on this. To the upside, look for a buy and then an exit. And to the downside, a breakout coming down here. The only thing about this breakout to the downside that you need to be concerned about is that we have congestion in this area. So the market moves sideways. We've picked an area of support for these two sessions, resistance, resistance, and resistance. So I do believe it will probably, if it does go that far, go down to that point. But you have to realize that we've had some sideways movement in here, and it could reverse within this range at any time. It's not as clear as the move to the upside, so definitely be cognizant of that. Overall, it'd be about a 150 pip move. Not that big of a deal. This bar was almost 200 as far as the low to the high, so it's not too big of a deal on that. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.